Evening and welcome to another edition of the Press Box. Brian Carson here with my co-host Kenny Varner. How you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing good, Brian. A lot better than last week. At least I'm not at a truck stop. I'm finally at home.
Yeah, that's always better than truck stops.
Yeah, I had people looking at me in the parking lot, thinking I was talking to myself, and they were kind of giving me the side eye there. And so, yeah, it was good to be home in my own office to do this.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, how are you doing?
Tell- I'm all right, buddy. Hanging in there. Just do. Can you believe that we are in week 9 of high school football?
No, it's unbelievable.
I mean,
It's
we are
just
almost done with the right. 2 more weeks left in the regular season.
that's
I mean,
crazy.
is that crazy or what?
You know, yeah. They say time flies when you get older, but holy crap, it can slow down a little bit here and there.
Right, right.
Speaking
So,
of,
go ahead.
um, I wanted to wish you a happy birthday. Tell
Oh,
everybody out there that you got a big birthday coming up tomorrow.
yeah. Tomorrow I'll be. Well, we won't say. Yeah, I will. 58.
Mm,
I'm almost 60, buddy. When you
wow.
think back in your brain when you were a kid. Did you ever like even a teenager? Did you ever think like I'm gonna be 60 someday? It just doesn't enter your mind.
No,
And now here I am.
no.
I'm pushing 60. But it's okay. At least I'm
And
not
doesn't it
pushing
seem
up.
like the older we get? Yeah, you're right. You're.
The older we get, yeah. The were you going to say the older we get, the faster time goes?
Yeah, yeah.
Damn straight.
Mm.
But what I was going to say is at least, yes, I'm pushing 60, but that's better than pushing up daisies.
Oh, most definitely.
Yeah. So let's rip. We're going to riff. We'll get to the high
All
school
right.
football that we always do. Talk about last week, what's coming up this week, but we're going to riff what's ever on our minds. Go ahead. You can start first.
All right, we'll start out by the article that you wrote about Ray Wild. Man, that was an awesome article. Um,
Thank you.
just to tell everybody what you wrote in it, and Ray's been such a great stable force in the Babe Ruth scene for boy, what you said, 50 years.
50, actually, it's actually longer. It's 54 years of Babe Ruth. He started Babe Ruth in 19 covering Babe Ruth in 1970. He started at the Sentinel in 1974. So you're talking about
Wow.
50 years writing for the
Mm.
Sentinel. And then Babe Ruth, as far as Babe Ruth's concerned, he's done over 3,000. He's covered over 3,000 Babe Ruth games.
Mm.
Is that crazy?
That's incredible. Yeah, I still remember my biggest Ray memory is he was telling us when they made that first national championship run. I think it was in Seattle or in Washington State, I believe.
Yeah.
And they to get into the press box, they had to climb a ladder. Well, I guess Ray had fell, and before the ambulance and guys would let him go, he was making sure that people were going to take care of it, and he wanted to make sure everything was good before he got taken out of there. So that just shows the love of the game that he has and the love of the area.
Yeah, I mean, he's so dedicated to Babe Ruth. I mean, yes, he's
Mhm.
covered other sports, but Babe Ruth is his baby, and
Yeah.
I think he'll be doing that until they carry him out of here.
Yes. Yeah, I believe so too. And I would love to see the basement or the typewriter that he uses. Man, I'll tell you what, that's some hallowed ground.
Yeah, and
Um,
his stats.
yeah, that's. I hope.
Go ahead. Or did you get cut
Oh
off?
no, you were saying about his stats.
Yeah,
Oh
he
no,
has a like a
I was
record of
done.
it. He has all his stat books, and I mean, I used to call it his traveling when he took with him. I used to call it the Ark of the Covenant because it would go everywhere with him and all these. I mean, he could tell you every kid and what they've done.
Uh-huh. Yeah, and he could tell you like he would. You could ask him what game you played in, and he would know. You know, I mean, he knew. You know, he could go back. That guy has a very, what do you call it, with the mind, very acute. He can,
Yeah,
pinpoint.
he's got like a photographic memory.
Yes. Yep. Yep.
But
So
yeah, I thought it would be fun. He didn't know about it.
really
It totally surprised him.
nice.
Aaron told me, the Sentinel's birthday and Ray's birthday are the same day. Tell me
Oh
that
wow.
isn't, yeah, tell me that isn't fate. And she said, Ray's been here 50 years. And she said to me, Aaron, for those who don't know, Aaron Thompson's the managing editor of the Sentinel. She said, would you be willing to write something, but don't let him know you're writing it? So that's how that came about.
But that was a great article.
I appreciate that. I had to put in about his sweaters.
Yes.
That's his most amazing superpower to me. He can be rocking a sweater and not sweating in 90-degree heat.
Yeah, and don't even look worse for wear.
Nah, everybody else is melting, and he's like not even breaking a sweat. But he still loves what he's doing. I mean, he calls me a couple times a week. And his passion for Babe Ruth and for the Sentinel and sports is still there.
Awesome. That is great. He used to tell stories about how he'd stay and sleep in the on the couch. They used to have a couch in one of the bathrooms.
Yeah.
You remember hearing about that?
Yeah.
So that's dedication, man. My hat's off. And it's funny because he started the year that I was born, so I'm sure.
Wow. Yeah. Come to think of it, yeah, I would have been 8 when he started at the Sentinel. So that's a lot of service, a lot of writing, especially for one paper. Most people don't last that long in this business at one place.
Well, and people don't know it, but he does it for free. He doesn't. He doesn't do it. He does it for the love. He doesn't do it for the money, and that's rare. Nowadays too.
Yes, he does. Yeah. He does Babe Ruth baseball all that without being paid.
Yep.
I would be asking for some dough. You know what I mean, Kenny?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That's not it with him. It's about getting these kids up there, and and promoting Babe Ruth baseball.
Mm-hmm.
But hopefully he can do more years.
Yeah, another 50.
Yeah, we'll see. Maybe he can. Mm-hmm. So, my turn, and then we'll go back to you. I am pissed at the PIAA. Was a week and a half ago. They did away with the Northwest Regional, which has a lot of history and tradition. I've gotten arguments from people going, well, we are a small region now. It's not as good. And I'm like, where do you get that it's not as good? We've had just in the last couple of years, Dalton Perry, Luke Simcox, Griffin Walliser, Asher Cunningham. These guys are all state champions, state placers. Mm-hmm. And 5-6 years ago, our region, Carter Starachi came out of here, out of the Northwest region. Well, they've done away with it. And if they wanted to, fine. Put District 6 then in District 3. So it's a trip down to Harrisburg.
Right, right.
Where do they send us? The new West Regional down in Pittsburgh. So our kids got to travel 3 hours down to Pittsburgh for their region. I'm not happy with it. And I'm not happy with it because it's, you know the people that are going to show up from our region is going to be parents and grandparents. Right. The casual fan is not going to want to drive 3 hours with that gas. Then they'd have to get a motel room plus the cost of eating. They're not going to go.
No.
Where Altoona, you drive up to Altoona, you're a casual fan, you can go see the wrestling, get something to eat, and drive the hell home.
Right.
It is a dumb move. Leave it to wrestling. When things aren't broke, they break them. That's just my opinion.
So
I'm sorry, go ahead.
So what are they doing now? Is it going to be a regional, or is it?
Yeah, they broke it down now. There was 5 regions in AAA. Now there's only going to be 4. And there's a West region now, which is District 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then a South Central region, which is District 1. A Southeast region, South Central region, which is District 3. Southeast is District 1. And then you got a Northwest region, which is Districts 4, 11, and 12. So 4 regions, top 5 in each weight go to get your 20 kids. So, and we got to be honest. People won't like hearing this. With District 7 is really good. That's Whippeal, Pittsburgh.
Okay.
We are going to have less kids go to states now. We are. Now that they have to go down there and compete with the District 7 kids. That's just a fact now. We're going to have less kids go.
That's sad.
Yeah, I didn't like it. Leave it the way it is. Don't screw with what, all that history in the Northwest Regional. I'm a history guy, sort of like Ray. All that history in the Northwest Regional is gone now. Gone. And there's a lot of people that are telling me it's about time. No. Yeah, our district is damn small. You could think about merging district, but the region was fine. The region was 6, 8, 9, 10, and 4. There was plenty of wrestling and plenty of teams. And even if they wanted to do it, my other beef, fine. Put them with District 7, but put it in a place that's centrally located where every region has to drive close to the same amount of miles. You agree?
Oh, I definitely agree.
Instead, it's Pittsburgh. Let's let the strongest district not even have to travel. That's what I don't like. Make it a centrally located place. If they'd have done this and kept it in Altoona, I wouldn't be bitching. I wouldn't be. Altoona is centrally located. Everybody would have like an hour or a little over an hour to drive instead of this 3 hour horse shit to Pittsburgh. So, but it doesn't matter what. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was going to say, and then PIAA will pay for the streaming.
Yeah.
They'll be looking to get money off that streaming. Oh.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what Brian Morrison thinks, though, but I just don't like it. I think it's a dumb thing. I think it's a bad idea. Well, not that it's a bad idea, but it needed to be in a central location, not people driving to Pittsburgh. And I hope. Do you remember when they moved the regionals to Clarion for a while?
Yeah, that was
they moved it to Clarion, and so many people bitched because of the long drive that they moved it back to Altoona. And what I'm hoping is enough people complain, and it hurts the attendance enough that they put this in a spot where everybody has equal distance to drive. You know?
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm hoping. So, let's talk about your Steelers for a minute.
Okay, sure.
Is Mike Tomlin a moron?
Pretty much.
That Russell Wilson was taking first team reps this week in practice as the starter with how Pittsburgh has been playing with Justin Fields.
Yeah, it's like, why mess with what's working? You don't screw with that, but I don't know.
I mean, the offense is bad. It's their defense. It's their defense that wins, but Fields is doing his job. He's not screwing up, turning the ball over. He's running the ball well. Why would you replace a young, fast, running quarterback with an old, slow guy?
Short, too.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's going to be if it's going to stay that way. But I wouldn't even be giving him first team reps.
No, not at all. Because you're sending a bad message, and working on this kid's trying to get his confidence back because of being torn down with so many different coordinators and head coaches in Chicago. And you go and do something like this when it's, they're starting to come around and,
Yeah, and he's earned it.
Yep.
They're 4-2. I didn't expect them to be 4-2. I thought the Steelers were going to suck.
And they could have easily been 5-1. That Dallas game was pretty damn close, too.
Yeah.
But that's another.
How about last week, if you're a Cowboy fan, watching that? Oh, my God. You talk about quitting.
Did you hear Jerry Jones going off?
Yeah.
The radio guys? His own show. And he's telling the radio guys that they don't know anything.
Well, I mean, no matter what, how mad he gets or whatever. Look, they quit in that game. They quit. And they might have quit on the season. Speaking of that, I know you're an NBA guy.
Yes.
I read an article in The Athletic that there's going to be teams that are already, season hasn't even started. Get your thoughts on this. They're already talking about tanking so they could get Cooper Flagg out of Duke in the draft. Already, season hasn't even started, and there's rumors that teams want to lose so they could get Cooper Flagg.
Wow. That's absolutely nuts. But we've seen it done before with Philly when they got Embiid, and They had that process. They had, stick with the process. Yeah, it meant tanking.
Yeah,
So
let's
we're gonna
let's
have this
lose.
again. Yeah,
Well, you've heard about this flag kid, right?
yeah.
I guess he's supposed to be something special.
But they also said that about the kid from the Pelicans.
Zion.
Yeah, and Zion hasn't. He's been hurt too much and
Yeah,
hasn't done really
that's because
anything.
he can't stay away from the all-you-can-eat buffet.
A guy after my own heart.
I mean, yeah, you never know. It depends on the person. Like
Yeah.
last year, that Wembayanya looks like he's going to be amazing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That wingspan of his is sick.
Mm-hmm.
But so we're here. NHL started. NBA started.
Mm-hmm.
It's getting ready to start. I mean, time is flying, man. We are coming into winter.
And we're getting close to having a World Series here in about a week.
Yeah, I'm not going to watch it. Because I know damn well it's going to be the Yankees and the Dodgers.
Dodgers, yeah.
The two money teams in baseball.
Mm.
How hard is it to build a winner when you could buy everybody you want?
Mm-hmm.
You talk about needing a salary cap. Baseball needs a salary cap. You know, every other sport, hockey, basketball, football have a salary cap. Baseball, no salary cap, and that's why the Yankees and Dodgers can buy everybody they want. They need to stop that. And I hate the Mets.
Mm.
And the team I want to win isn't going to get in, the Guardians.
Mm.
Which I hate them because I don't like the name.
Yeah, yeah.
To me, they're the Indians, and they always will be.
Mm-hmm.
Guardians. That's like the Washington Wizards.
Yeah.
The Bullets were so cool.
Mm-hmm.
The Washington Bullets. Now we're the Washington Wizards.
Apparently, they haven't learned to make a trick to be in the top.
No, there's no magic there.
No.
What do you think of your Heat?
Oh, I'm impressed. I think this could be a good year for us.
Think they can compete with the Celtics?
Yeah, they match up. They matched up pretty good with them up until we had some injuries at the playoff time, and a couple of our guys weren't there that made a big impact. So I think we have a chance, a puncher's chance. I think the rest of the conference is going to be kind of.
Yeah, you're in there. You're in there with the Sixers and probably the Knicks.
Yeah.
With what the Knicks have done in the off season.
And Milwaukee, I don't know how they're going to.
Oh yeah, how can I count out Giannis?
Yeah. So that's going to be it. And you got some up and comers. You got the Cavaliers. They're a team that's looking to do some things. I'm anxious to see how the experiment in Los Angeles and the Lakers are going to work with Bronny Jr. and their new coach.
It ain't going to matter.
Yeah.
It ain't going to matter. They're not that good of a team. They're not. Simple as that. That there in the West is Dallas or Denver or Oklahoma City.
Yeah.
One of those three. I like my Rockets.
They did some good things last year.
Young and good. Mm-hmm. Went from 22 wins to 41 last year. It helps when you get a first round pick, like a lottery pick every damn year.
Mm-hmm.
We're good. We'll be a playoff team this year. We're not ready to compete with the three I mentioned, but I think we'll be a playoff team, no doubt.
Well, you guys have a newer coach down there, right? And it's doing
Udoka
pretty well.
used to be
Yeah.
Celtics.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, so I like the way that it's heading in the basketball, but we're not. We're a playoff team, but I don't think we're a contender for the title. You got a hockey team?
No, I kind of just watch it from a distance. I kind of like watching Bedard for Chicago.
That kid's good, isn't he?
Yeah. But I really don't have a team per se in it, so I just sit and enjoy.
The other night, Edmonton, I watched Connor McDavid.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God! Oh my God! Skating, controlling the puck. Guy's the best player in hockey, no doubt. No doubt. My team is Boston. The Boston Bruins, which will be a playoff team. We always are.
Yeah.
So we're coming up. First, let me get your thoughts on the fall season's almost done. I mean, amazingly, we found out Carter Smith is human. He actually lost his first race. He finished second in a photo finish at the mid-Pens.
Yeah, but still, that's a pretty good mark he has. He left so far.
Yeah. And now the districts are coming up in the region. I mean, in the states. Mm-hmm. We'll see. He's got a chance.
Yeah.
Got a chance to win it all. And then down Juniata, Wyatt Straub, Sylvia Brubaker, TVL champions. Mm-hmm. Juniata boys won it for the 8th straight year. Now it's on the districts for them, and they'll be the favorite along with Bellefonte.
Yeah,
in Double A.
The girls, I believe, too, won the TVL, didn't they?
I think so. I don't.
Yeah,
I'm not sure.
Well, I know they've had a good year.
Yeah. Jeff Miller's a damn good coach. He's been on our show. We talk about him, but give me some other.
I was going to say Hall of Famer Jeff Miller.
Now. Yes.
So.
Yeah, congratulations on that. Mm-hmm. So, well, give me some more impression. It doesn't matter the sport, about the fall so far. Some of your thoughts as the season winds down.
Well, I saw a lot of good improved play from Bellefonte football. Coach Confer has his team definitely going on the right track. Now they took a little tumble last week, but they're a vastly improving team, and they got Huntington this week. So
and McCourt's a good football team.
Yeah.
It's not like they lost to a slouch.
Right. And they had a good, solid running game. McCourt did. And it just seemed like every time they get a stop, there'd be a running play. And, they ended up wearing down Bellefonte in the first quarter or first half. So, McCourt's going to be a team to be reckoned with, I think, before it's all over, too, in their area.
Yeah, wait till wrestling season.
Yeah. Or Bo Bassett, right?
Yeah. Bassett, Jax Forrest, Devin Magro, Sam Herring, Lincoln Sledzinowski. They're freaking loaded. Bo's brother, Keegan, is going to be a freshman on the team.
Wow.
Yeah, it's unfair. Yeah. But what the hell? Got to compete. Go out and beat them.
Yeah, and one other thing that I saw this year, and I know a lot of people may disagree with me, but this was supposed to be a really down year for Mifflin County, but they've been in quite a few games and they've won more than maybe people thought they would this year. Um, and they still have a chance with two more games. They got a trip to Gettysburg, which will be tough, and then they finish up at Redland. But you know this team is good. They just got to keep their cool and can't be exploding and getting dumb penalties like
They've
they
had a
did.
lot of stupid penalties this year.
Mm,
A lot. And you have to agree with that.
Oh
And we're
yeah,
not talking little penalties. We're talking about personal foul penalties,
right.
15-yard stuff. I mean, the kids need to shut their mouths
hmm
after the play is over.
You know, I know some of it's defending their teammates, but you know that's what the referees are there for. You know, I mean, you gotta stand up for your teammates, but you know, kind of chill out a little bit when it comes to getting these stupid fouls and um, you know unnecessary stuff. It cost them the game last Friday with was the first down in on the 3 and ended up being a first down and goal on the 40.
Yeah,
So,
I mean, I know that's just that's killing yourself.
mhm,
That's like saying hell with it. We
mhm,
don't want this game. To do stupid stuff like that.
mhm.
And there's no other way to sugarcoat it.
No.
Stupid stuff.
Mhm. Yep.
Undisciplined football.
Yep. But with those guys, when they're zoned in, man, they can go toe to toe with everybody. They showed that um, at times in their game against Shippensburg. You know, there's a lot of talent there, but you know, you gotta overcome these shortfalls that you guys have, been doing, and the coaching staff can only do so much. You know, I know that there's quality coaches there, um, but you can't, they can't go out on the field and play.
No.
And you know, so anyway, that's my thoughts on Mifflin County. Um, Bald Eagles kind of surprised me. Um, I know they lost quite a bit,
Yeah, they just lost
you know,
so much talent.
but you get so used to thinking, oh, you know, this is Bald Eagle. You just got so
Yeah.
used to it through the years, and sometimes and I'm sure there's been injuries, and it's been a tough year, but here again, there's a lot of talent that next year might be different, and they might be back again. So, but sometimes you got to go down and then back up. It's just the nature of the beast.
Yeah, the only down thing for them probably is Carson Nagel graduates.
hmm
How
Yeah,
how do you replace that?
yeah. How do you replace a legend?
Yeah, a 10,000 yard passer. Yeah.
hmm
Don't worry, Eagles fans, you'll be okay in wrestling. They're going to be good.
They almost always are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, Caleb Close, Caden Judice,
Mm.
Tanner Gannell, Carnell Noon came in from Central Mountain.
Oh wow, that's right.
Yeah, going to be good. Going to be
Yeah.
good.
I'm going to give a quick. Um, I was at the semifinal game of the TVL championship or the championships. Juniata versus Shikellamy. And-
Soccer.
Yeah, and boy did they look good. Jared Byler had his team, it, very very focused, locked in. It was a 2-0 win, but boy was it nip and tuck there for a while. Um, what can you say? Wyatt Desson as a goalie had came up really big for them. Defense really really showed up, and to do a shutout. This was the first game I think they've ever hosted playoff wise for the TVL, and the first time they won their division. So they're playing tonight. Haven't heard any updates on how they're doing, but they're playing in the championship against a brutal team in Halifax. They got their work cut out for them tonight.
Yeah, and Juniata County for soccer. You remember Don Troutman and all his years at EJ,
Mm-hmm.
and how damn good they were. State finalists. So yeah, the tradition's been there. Glad to see it, Juniata. How's East Juniata?
The boys had a kind of a down season this year, but the girls, actually, East Juniata girls fell in the first round of TVL playoffs, and so did the Juniata girls. So, but the East Juniata girls had a home contest. I can't for the life of me know who they went up against. It's kind of drawing a blank right now, but Juniata went up against Shikellamy as well on the girls' side. So kind of like a double dip there. But Juniata boys came out victorious, and I believe Juniata came up short 2-1. So, but still, both are heading to the postseason. I think East Juniata is as well. So.
Do you go ahead? Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say. So their season's not over yet. So there's still a lot to look forward to in Juniata County.
Do you remember Dan Wagner at EJ Soccer?
No, I'm drawing a blank.
Oh my God, he was the best soccer player I ever saw from this area.
Really?
Yeah, guy could score goals anywhere. Yeah, it just that name will always stick out for me. I was EJ when they were pretty good. Franco would send me. I was covering a lot of EJ boys soccer, and that kid was just so dynamic. My God, he would get like 3 goals a game, 4 goals a game, sometimes. Wow. Yeah. Just a thought. I didn't know if you remembered him or not.
Yeah, the name sounds familiar, but I didn't remember who he played for. There's so many names going through my head, and half the time it's hard to keep up with it. So
I think he's still the all-time points and goal scorer in EJ history.
Wow,
he was damn good.
Yeah.
All right. Let's get the scores from last week in high school. Feats ball. Look at it. The stunner is right off the bat. Juniata lost 2-5. Greencastle Antrim 40-21.
Wow.
I have to think that was the trip. That's like near the Maryland border. Bald Eagle roared back. We're losing to Johnstown, and then had a big fourth quarter and won 32-26. Bishop McCourt shut out Bellefonte 28-0. Defensive battle, Lower Dauphin 9-7 over Mifflin County. Phillipsburg crushed Westmont Hilltop 44-14. The game we thought was going to be the game of the week, 6-1 State College, 7-0 CD East. Not much of a game. 55-17 Little Lions. Wow. Mount Union 35-8 over Southern, and Somerset 56-42 over Penns Valley. And no, it wasn't a basketball game. That was football. Wow. But yeah, State College really impressive over CD East.
Yeah, and it seemed like they're peaking right at the best moment.
Yeah. Who cares if they lost Sheffy? That's all everybody was talking about, including us. They lost Sheffy. Well, look, State College is 7-1. All right, this week. They better not lose this one. Juniata is at home, 5-3, taking on 0-8 Oh, I spelled Halifax wrong. Look, I put a Q in there. Halifax. What do you think?
Juniat is definitely gonna right the rails this time, and I think it's gonna be a freaking blowout. I'm gonna say 56-7.
Yeah, I'm going to go 59-0. It will be a blowout. Good game here. Bellwood Annis, 5-3, taking on 4-4 Bald Eagle area.
Wow. Well, I still have my faith in Carson Nagel and his team, and Jesse Nagel, and I don't see them losing this one. I see it being a close one, but I think it's going to be 35-21 Bald Eagle.
I have to go against the Eagles in this one. I think Bellwood, the Blue Devils, Bald Eagle, like I said, just lost too much. Even though it's at home, I'm going to go Bellwood 28-20. All right. 0-8 Huntington travels to 5-3 Bellefonte to take on the Red Raiders.
Well, I think after last Friday's loss, Bellefonte is going to get back on track. They're going to refocus, end the season on a high note. I think they've only got 2 more games left with this, like Huntington, and 1 more. According to Max Preps, they only have those 2. They only have 2. So Bellefonte is going to demolish Huntington. It's going to be probably the ground game that Red Raiders will use mostly. I'm going to say 35-0.
Yeah, Bellefonte's going to win this 41-20 over Huntington. That's their bounce back. Good game, at least on paper, record-wise. 7-1 Mount Union travels up to Claysburg to take on Claysburg Kimmel 6-2.
Oh boy, I'm going to say I always count on Mount Union at home, but traveling, there's a little bit of difficulty in that one. I'm just going to say that Claysburg's going to take the win, and it's going to be a 21-17 ball game.
Yeah, I think it'll be close too. Yeah, there is you always got the home team with the advantage, but I don't know. I got a feeling I'm going to take Mount Union in this. I'm going to go 23-21. Just a gut hunch. All right. Poor Phillipsburg. The Mounties, 3-5, host Bishop Guilfoyle, 8-0, number 1 in the state in single A.
Oh boy, I like the direction the Mounties are going, but they are definitely not ready for Bishop Guilfoyle.
No.
I think Bishop Guilfoyle 38, Phillipsburg 13.
I'm going to go 56-7 Guilfoyle. Poor Penns Valley, 0-8, get 4-4 Tyrone.
I'm calling for the upset special on this one.
Oh!
I think Penns Valley's going to get off the schneid. They're going to upset Tyrone in a very, very close battle. I'm going to say 28-27.
Penns Valley gave up 56 to a sucky Somerset team. I'm going to go Tyrone. I got to. 49-14. Another one that's exciting. 0-8 Carlisle traveling to State College to take on the 7-1 Little Lions.
All I got to say is State College at home, ranking a 7-1 record. I'm going to say 70-7.
It's bad. Yeah, it's going to be bad. They got 55. Yeah. right? Didn't they get 55 this week?
I believe
Yeah,
so.
I think they're going to get better than that. They're probably going to go 56. 56. Who the hell knows? 56, 56 7 over Carlisle. And finally, the 3-5 Huskies travel to Gettysburg to take on the 3-5 Gettysburg team.
Well, it's going to be a long trip for Mifflin County going down,
Yes,
and they've got to
their
basically,
longest trip of the year.
yeah, and they basically got to get into their mind frame very early as soon as they get there, get locked in and get ready to go. And with visions of last week still in their heads of how they had that game and could have won, I'd look for Mifflin County to shake off the long trip and the memory of last week and come ahead 21-17.
Mine is the exact opposite. I think the trip and Gettysburg at home and that long trip is going to get to them. And then Mifflin County, I've seen it in all these games. They can't help themselves. There'll be a couple dumb penalties in this game, too. So I'm going to say Gettysburg 23-20. All right. Mifflin County can't get out of their own way for some reason. And it is a bitch trip. I mean, that's a long one.
Yeah.
And if you think it doesn't matter, look how Juniata played against Greencastle. All right, my friend. Any shout outs you would like to share?
Yeah, sure do.
Wait. You could not do it without the music first. You know that. We got to have Feeding the Ducks. Kenny, we got to get you rapping some lyrics to this.
Yeah, we're not going to have an audience if I had to do that.
All right, let's go. Right. Shout outs, baby.
Okay, first of all, shout out to Bald Eagles soccer player Mackenzie Bickle. She finished with 2 goals yesterday in the Eagles 6-1 win over Phillipsburg. Next up is here's a cool feat. The Port Royal U12 girls soccer team beat McAllister Black in a nail biter 1-0. The winning goal was scored by Addison Hack with the assist from Adelaia Kavanaugh, which led Port Royal girls to finish out their season undefeated with a record 12-0. Congratulations! So
yeah.
I'm sure some of these names we'll be seeing in the years to come for Juniata High School.
Yeah.
All right. This one is shout out to the Mifflin County junior high cross country team. Craig White Knight from Mifflin County finished first yesterday with a PR time of 12:30, and teammate Levi Anderson finished second with a time of 13:28. So on the girls' side, Corinne McConaughey finished fourth, and she had a PR time of 16:48. So awesome job building up the feeder system for the cross country team, and it's looking pretty good down there.
Nice. Nice.
Here's a blast from the past. Former Mifflin County soccer player Aubrey Stohecker. She picked up another PSAC East Player of the Week. Had a great week. Finished the week with 2 goals. One was a game winner and an assist. So congratulations, Aubrey.
Yeah.
And she continues to shine and up at the college level. So it's great to see. Shout out to the Mifflin County field hockey team Saturday. Won 6-0 over Shikellamy. Leading the way was Addie Foltz with a hat trick. for the victory. So um, it was good to see them pick up that win. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Let's see here. I talked about this briefly earlier, but a shout out to the Juniata boys soccer team. They have a record of 13-5 overall and 8-4 in the Tri Valley. They won in the semifinals over Susquehanna. So congratulations. And that was short and sweet, but since the regular season has ended for most of these teams, that's all I was able to get.
That's fine. We just wanted to give our salute to these young guys, young athletes, and congratulations. And pretty soon we'll be talking about winter basketball, wrestling,
indoor track. Yeah.
Indoor track. Do they still got swimming?
Yeah, swimming. Yeah. And bocce is coming.
That's right. So. Bocce ball.
Yeah. So
we're getting to the postseason soon, man. Football. Right now, the only teams that are looking out are Penns Valley and Phillipsburg.
Yeah.
Bald Eagles on the brink.
Yeah. Yeah.
For football.
I think I counted 25 teams from Mifflin, Juniata, and Center County that are lined up to make the postseason.
Wow.
So, it's going to be a busy postseason. And that starts, I believe, officially next week. Everyone's finishing up their schedule this week.
Yeah, we got, like you said, there's 2 regular season games left this week and next in football.
Mm-hmm.
And then it'll be right into districts. So, yeah, it's coming fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, who do you got in the playoffs baseball? Who do you think's going to be in the World Series?
Oh, I think
you agree with me. Dodgers, Yankees.
Yeah, rematch of '81. Yeah.
Who do you like to win it?
I'm a Yankees fan, so gotta be.
Oh, you really?
Yeah.
Damn you!
I know.
My brother's a Yankee fan too. I had to put up with that all those years. Reggie Jackson and those guys.
Oh, that was he was my hero. Him and Mickey Rivers.
Mickey Rivers.
Remember Mickey?
Oh yeah. I remember PIX out of New York.
Oh, I love that.
My brother would always watch the Yankee games. Phil Rizzuto.
Yes.
And Bill White broadcasting.
Oh, I love that. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Phil Rizzuto was the best.
You ready? There's 77, 78 teams, right?
Mm-hmm.
I could still give you their starting lineup. I watched so many games. Thurman Munson at catcher.
Yep.
Chris Chambliss at first.
Mm-hmm.
Willie Randolph at second. Bucky Dent, shortstop. Craig Nettles, third.
Mm-hmm.
Center field was Mickey Rivers. Right field was Reggie Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Left field was Lou Piniella.
Yep.
And the DH was Cliff Johnson.
Yep. And sometimes they'll switch Roy White in there.
And Roy White was in, yeah.
Yeah, and Paul Blair. He was also
him
and Mickey Rivers switched off and on. So yeah, that was, and they had Billy Martin, Bob Lemon, managers.
Yeah.
Boy, that was a soap opera, wasn't it, back in the day?
Oh, Billy, you better believe it. Him and Steinbrenner.
Oh yeah.
Billy, remember the commercials? You're fired.
You can't fire me. I don't work for you anymore. Yeah.
Good manager.
Yeah.
Old school drinking problem.
Oh, yeah.
But a good manager.
Mm.
And I don't know why. I just loved Phil Rizzuto broadcasting.
Oh, the scooter.
Yep.
Yeah, holy cow.
Him and Bill White.
Yeah. Yeah, because Bill White was like the calm,
Yes.
relaxed type, and Phil was always talking about something out there, and very energetic. Um,
Oh, and then,
yeah.
do you remember though? Like, was it 78 Guidry season that he had?
Yes. Hmm.
Oh my God, 25-3.
Louisiana Lightning.
Him and
Yeah.
Catfish Hunter,
Mm.
Goose Gossage.
Oh yeah.
That was a team, man.
And they had Sparky Lyle there at the beginning.
Yeah,
Like 76 when they went against the Reds. So yeah.
there was a team, man.
Mm. The
The
Reds.
Big Red Machine.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jesus. Gee, okay, look. Johnny Bench was the catcher, Hall of
Mm.
Fame. Tony Perez first, Hall of Fame. Second, Joe Morgan, Hall of Fame. Third, Pete Rose, should be Hall of Fame.
Right. Mm.
Shortstop, Davey Concepcion, nah, he ain't going to get in.
Nah.
Left field, George Foster,
Mm-hmm.
maybe he should get in. Center field, Cesar Geronimo. Right field, Ken Griffey Sr., he's in.
Mm-hmm.
How many is that then? 1,
Wow.
2, 3, 4 Hall of Famers, and should be 5 with Pete Rose.
And 6 if you count Sparky Anderson.
Yep. 5 on one team.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder how they only won 2. 75, 76.
Mm-hmm.
74, they lost to the A's.
Yeah.
Speaking of poor bastards, how about Oakland?
Mm.
They've lost every pro franchise now.
Mm-hmm.
The Raiders are in Vegas. The A's are going to be in Vegas.
Uh-huh.
The Golden State Warriors went to San Francisco. They were in Oakland.
Mm.
And they used to have a hockey team, the California Seals.
Yeah.
Imagine you're a city that's lost every major sports team.
Well, there is a glimmer of hope that just came out today. I don't know if you've heard this or not, but out of Chicago, the White Sox, they're looking to sell the team, the owners, and the people that want to buy it are a group called Smoke 34, which is Dave Stewart Group. I don't know if you guys remember Dave Stewart.
I remember Dave Stewart. Yeah,
Oakland A, and they're up to. There's rumor that they may actually get the White Sox, and if you figure they're from Oakland, and
oh my God, I hope
you
not.
believe that?
I hope not. I'm a traditional guy. The White Sox have been around, since the 1900s?
Yeah, yep. When they were the White Stockings.
Yes. I hope not.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, they need to be sold. Reinsdorf is a terrible freaking owner, but I hope they don't go to. Just give Oakland an expansion team.
Yeah, exactly. So,
but Vegas is the hotbed. They got hockey now. They got basketball. They got baseball. They got football. They're going to get a basketball team.
Oh yeah,
I think it's inevitable.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there were rumors floating around that it was going to be the San Antonio Spurs there for a while.
Ooh.
So when they were in the middle of that losing drought, and that was before the new kid at
Wembayama.
Yeah.
I know that I saw the Big Ten preview basketball. They've got my Bruins predicted for 3rd. UCLA, they have Purdue 1 and Indiana 2. How dare they put them ahead of UCLA?
Oh,
Do you know this shitty way to build teams now, though?
what's
My
that?
Bruins had a bad year last year.
Uh-huh.
They did. They did. They didn't make the postseason. This year, they got 6 guys through the transfer portal.
Mm,
And even though it's my Bruins, I don't like that.
yeah.
So they're ranked in the top 25, all because of 6 transfers.
Hmm.
We'll see.
Yeah.
Kansas is number 1 in the preseason, which sucks.
Mm. Yeah, I think it's going to be might be a tough year for the Nittany Lions.
Oh, yeah, the Big Ten? Yeah.
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 What do you think of that that call by Oregon in the Ohio State-Oregon game where he
Oh, so there it is. My national championship pick goes out and gets beat by Oregon, but hey, Oregon deserved it. They played really good football game. They took chances.
Uh-huh. And hey, if you're gonna lose early, right?
Yeah, this time if this was the old way of last year, we're only top 4. Ohio State could be in trouble, but not in this era of the playoffs with 12 teams going. Because I guarantee you, Ohio State's going to be one of those 12 teams.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Because I still think they lost here to Oregon, but I still think they're definitely going to get. Oregon could win the Big Ten.
Yeah, I can see that.
But they're still going to get an at-large bid. Don't you agree?
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
So, Penn State guy.
Yeah.
Tyler Warren.
Oh, the real deal. Holy sh!
I don't think I've ever seen a guy that centered the ball and then caught the touch and caught the touchdown. I don't think I've ever seen that. That's like backyard football shit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you know what? I hate to say this as a Penn State fan. I was watching it down in Harrisburg with my wife. We were eating supper, and they were down early, and it seemed like all they could do was step on themselves. So we actually went home, and by the time we got home, the game was over, and Penn State pulled it out. So ye have little faith. We just left while it was bad, so we didn't get to see all that live.
Yeah, I watched the game, and you know how I don't like to give Penn State any credit at all.
Mm-hmm.
But Warren is a freak. I've never seen a tight end play that good. No. Not even Brock Bowers the last couple of years at Georgia. He was. They knew the ball was going to him. They knew it, and USC couldn't stop it. He'd still get open.
Well, I think Drew Aller proved a lot of people wrong too. At least kept him quiet a little bit. He had a nice game.
As a matter of fact, I like this kid so much. Watching him play. Is he a junior?
Not sure offhand.
If he comes out, I would draft him in the first round. I would not let him slip anywhere. If I was a GM and my team was up and he was there, I'd take him. That's a stud. That is a stud. They're still going to lose to Ohio State.
Boy, I can't. Actually, I'm not going to be able to watch it. So, well, technically, I won't be able to watch it. I'll be at a wedding, but
Yeah.
I'm going to get a small TV and have it in the trunk, and I'll go out for a couple of breaks here and there, from the festivities, just to catch up on how things are going.
Now they have a bye, right, this week?
Yeah, and then they got Wisconsin on the road, and then they're home for that big Ohio State game, November 2nd, I believe.
Yeah.
So
that could be a toughie at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
They play really good at Camp Randall.
And they always match up well against Penn State no matter where they play. So that's a trip-up game if the Nittany Lions aren't careful. They can't be looking forward to the following week when they, go up against Ohio State. They got to be focused.
Still, I'd never seen a guy center the ball and then catch the touchdown.
No. And I don't – how that was legal.
Because there was nobody by him, no other lineman.
Uh-huh.
So he was in – all he had to do was report that he's eligible.
Oh, nice.
There was no other lineman by him on his left side. So he was eligible.
No. Wow.
I centered the ball and caught the touchdown. 17 catches. Jesus. 200 and some yards. 200 and some yards. Don't worry, Sean. They're still going to beat Penn State. Sorry, buddy. You'll see. All right. Hour went by fast. We actually went a little over.
Oh, sure did.
Any last words, Mr. Varner?
Just we're heading to the postseason. Fans, show up. Support your guys or your girls, and they're getting ready to live a moment that they'll remember forever. So be a part of it. And I guess that's all I have.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your week and go out and support the high school kids football on Friday nights if you can get to a game and, enjoy it. Pretty soon the cold of winter's here.
Yeah. Well, it's already made some sneak preview here and there.
Yeah. All right. That's going to wrap it up for Kenny and I. I'm Brian Carson for Kenny Varner. Have a great rest of your week, everybody, and an even better weekend. Take care.
Good night, everybody.